Alright, hello, we're going to be starting shortly. Should come as no surprise, but we will continue with more of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, and that entire realm, and their weird thinking. But, for the time being, well actually we don't have much time left. Okay, hold on, is that ready? Are you ready? Are you going to play? Actually, it looks like it is. Great. Wonderful. For once, we are mostly on time. Other than, you know, starting this stream late. But that's neither here nor there. Anyways, where we left off, well, exactly right there, actually. I do apologise for starting a bit late. I was dealing with some medical issues. I want to speak with you. Excuse me. Excuse me, do you have a moment? Phew. This is a critical point in my investigation. Maybe I should leave him alone. He seems a little unfriendly. Yes, perhaps that would be for the best. Hello. Nope, I didn't even get a chance to see what you said. Greetings, I hope I haven't kept you long. What exactly were you doing on Cosima's desk just now? Ah, I see. Fascinating. Oh, sorry? What do you see? It feels like he's looking right through me. Oh, yes, everything is clear now. The train of reasoning has run its course. My deductions have crystallized. You have been in Afghanistan, I presume. Aren't you supposed to be like Sherlock Holmes? How come you're mentally ill? Just recently returned, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you are mistaken. Sorry? What? And now, whilst venturing toward foreign climes, you find yourself in a most troubling predicament. No. Well, that's true at least, yes, okay. You got one point. Well, how? How the deuce did I know that, perhaps? It was really a most elementary deduction, hardly worth explaining. Have you perhaps managed to deduce anything else? But of course, a great many things. There is no mystery, my dear madam. For example, you have fled your native land of Russia, being as you are merciless revolution. Sir, I know that your habit is opium, but to the extent of becoming mentally ill, come on. You leave 16 victims of assassination in your wake, and now travel to England to blow up the Crystal Tower. What the fuck is the Crystal Tower? And when the ribboned occupant of this very cabin discovered your identity, ended his life too. Yeah, about that. So, I'm from where you're talking of. What is the Crystal Tower, exactly? Eh? Nothing? I believe that summarizes the facts beautifully. No need to hide the truth now. Nothing deceives these eyes. Quite a few. Maybe you should take those off, because I don't think they're working for you. I think they may be cursed. Just to be clear, we aren't talking about me, are you? Certainly I am. Yeah, okay. Do you see another in this cabin who fits the bill? A Russian assassin with 16 victims to his... So it's true. It was you who did... I hate every single one of you. Every single one of you. You and you. And you're plotting a revolution. Yes! Yes, I'm plotting a revolution. That's exactly what it is. It's shameful behaviour, Naruhodo-san. Absolutely wicked. Okay, yes, it is pretty fucking wicked. If I could do that. What the hell? You crazy... Okay. Now explain yourself. Tell me everything. This is ridiculous. No shit. This is ridiculous. How could you do it? For pity's sake, open your eyes. I'm not a Russian revolutionary, obviously. Oh, forgive me. Ah, you are all dumber than fucking tits. And as for you, what kind of deduction was that? You were just saying the first thing that came into your head. Ah, but was I not right? Whilst venturing toward foreign climes, you do find yourself in that's the only bit that you have correct. The rest of it... I swear. I swear. That's not what you said earlier. The ship is en route to England, and I'm in handcuffs at the scene of a murder. So, I'm not really sure you could call it deduction. It's more plain observation. Yes, this is all observation. Indeed, and observation, my dear boy, is the basis of all. But you see, if you lack the very basics and the basis of what deduction is, then you sure as hell don't know how to deduce. My method is founded upon the observation of trifles, you see. I announce my findings with a brassy certitude. And more often than not, I'm right. I'm pretty sure that the minute that you open your mouth, people think, oh man, this man must be very smart. He knows exactly what he's talking about. And with how stupid everyone here in this realm is, they all fall for it. Simple as that. I don't think you've introduced yourself. Oh, my apologies. How remiss of me. I am none other than the greatest detective of this century, known to men and women the world over. The inimitable Sherlock Holmes. So, it's really you, the actual Sherlock Holmes. The very same. The inimitable actual Sherlock. Actual. Okay. Okay. The most famous detective in the world, Naruhodo-san? Of course I do. There's nobody who hasn't heard of him. But you know, even in my neck of the woods, as you could say, is that around that time there were a lot of people who were actually fans of Sherlock Holmes and the novels, to the point where they pretended to be him. In fact, I'm pretty sure there was a newspaper that I saw once talking about it. And actually, speaking on that fact, last time we played this, I reread the book again for this one, and it was based off of there being a snake, a poisonous snake in the little airway up here, and then it also had something to do with the bell as well. So I don't think it's going to be snake related, but it could just be a red herring from the cutscene. Who knows? We must ask him what he's deduced. No, we don't. No, we don't. Do we need to? He will have worked out the entire case already, I'm sure. No! If you trust what he says, then I'm a fucking Russian spy. So, you're a great detective, are you? Sorry, what was your name again? Indeed, I am none other than the one and only Sherlock Holmes. Oh, I see, you're German? Sherlock, was it? Not, they're completely different pronunciations. Sherlock. No. I have no hair. I mean, I have no hair. Please call me Holmes. I hate this. You can read all about my exploits in this exciting London publication. Oh yes, Randst magazine. Full of wonderful short stories and interest articles from Great Britain. I never miss an issue. I have it sent from England especially. Ah, yes, here it is. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. So, you're the protagonist in a series of short stories then? Indeed I am. And you've read so many of your own stories, you've started to think you really are a detective. Make no mistake, I'm not the poor deluded fellow you take me for. Your inference is backward. Yeah, what? My trusted biographer records my greatest detecting achievements and chronicles them in the magazine. You have a biographer, do you? Doesn't everyone? Mine goes by the name of Dr. Wilson, presently keeping shop in London. Dr. Wilson? I must say, thanks to that publication, I've been fantastically busy of late. Why, this very moment I am returning from Asia, having solved the mystery of a cursed royal crown. Really? I can't look out whether I should take this man seriously or not. Deduction, you see, is to me a science. Logical reasoning and its I mean, yes, you're not wrong. You are wrong on logic. You don't know how to logic. A science? Really? The astute observer notices even the most subtle of reactions in his subject. A furtive glance, a twitch of a muscle, a slight inclination of the posture. Fingernails, arm sleeves, furrows in the skin. All these things are data, which is true. Hey yo, how are you today? And the trained logician makes deductions from this data in the blink of an eye. The ultimate conclusion is, without fail, the truth. As I demonstrated only a few short moments ago. How can he look me in the eye and claim that? So you see, I have a turn both for observation and for deduction. And fame. I think it's mostly fame. It's gone to your head. That is what makes me the one and only Sherlock Holmes. You were mispronouncing your own fucking name. Why shall I trust you? You're like everyone else in this realm, you're dumb as hell. Have you managed to deduce anything about this particular case yet? Have I managed to deduce anything? My dear fellow. How do you suppose, or who do you suppose discovered the culprit in his most cunning hiding place? That's right. It was none other than the great detective before you now, Sherlock Holmes, but then you should have noticed that there was a label that was on front of the damn door that could not have happened because I was inside of it. So how do you deduce that, you dipshit? I hate this realm. I really hate it here. When I became anxious about Cosmos on this morning, I summoned all of the crew members to force the cabin door open. And I concealed myself amongst their number, gaining entry to the scene of the crime. Breaking and entering, okay. Yes, luckily for everyone, the great detective Sherlock Holmes was on board. No. And the handcuffs seemed to be an excellent fit, Mr. Naruhodo. The very moment I laid my eyes on the scene, two facts were immediately apparent to me. Oh really? Two facts, you say? Before we started talking, you were examining Kazuma's desk, weren't you? Kazuma, oh yes, the victim. Did you notice anything useful? Anything at all? Observe for a moment the desktop of the victim. We see that the victim was engaged in penning some text. London diary, Cosmo was keeping notes of the trip. Oh, but I don't think you should read his private writings. It could upset people. Fuck! He's an object now. The man is dead. Just read his shit. It's evidence. Read it. Simple. Tragic. And something you ought to perhaps elucidate before the act of reading, and at least one of us read it. It is my business to know what other people do not. Yes, believe it or not, I know a smattering of Japanese. I don't know about that, actually. Susato-san, aren't you going to throw the detective with one of your trademark takedowns? Of course she's not, because she is not you. She's a right cunt. I hate this realm. Anyway, to return to the matter at hand, namely this diary belonging to the victim, it would appear the final sentence is incomplete, as if the author were cut short. Tell me, what is the nature of the writing? Pray be precise as to details. Oh, but I thought you knew Japanese. A smattering, dear boy, a smattering. Sayonara bonsai mika... Nado. Okay. That's like modern day Tianjin. But this diary is littered with complicated looking characters of which I can read precisely none. So what was all that showing off about before then? You are both cunts. If you would be so kind as to show me, I would be happy to read it. I hate you. I'm much obliged, my dear madam. Fuck you. I hate these. Oh, okay. So now you want to read it. The final entry here in Cosmo-sama's diary consists of just two short sentences. The first reads, 1:23 AM, I can hear faint whistling sound. A whistling sound? These are very deep waters. Pray go on. The second sentence reads, 1:35 AM. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill. So maybe actually this is the same. It means a snake. But even if that's the case... The only one in the room? Yeah. Mr. Sholmes, tell us please, what two facts were apparent to you when you came into this cabin this morning? Oh, yes. But first, let us be precise. The two facts in question were immediately apparent to me. Yes, I understand, but what were they? Allow me to elucidate. The two facts I deduced from a mere momentary glance at the scene of the crime were as follows. Number one, the cabin was locked from within, rendering escape of the culprit out of the question. Number two, the victim was Russian and killed following a dispute with an acquaintance. Hold on, Mr. Sholmes, what made you think the victim was Russian? Observe the dying message left by the victim on the floor. Oh, you didn't see the body? That is the Russian word for wardrobe. Do you really think Kazuma-sama could have left a dying message in Russian? In their final moments, many find their native tongue filling their head. For this young man, Russian. No. Kazuma was Russian, was he? No. Pretty sure... Well, then again, can't really tell with most of the people in this realm. Initially, I considered garderobe, maybe the name of a killer, a certain Robert Guard, perhaps. But in the interest of thoroughness, I decided it would be wrong not to look inside the wardrobe there at least. Where you found Mr. Naruhodo sleeping soundly. Quite so. I found you, the renowned Russian revolutionary. Yeah, you're fucking retarded. Why is it that I'm Russian too? I observed that you were wearing the same attire as the victim. In other words, you were acquainted. And if my memory serves, that outfit is the traditional dress of the Russian people. Our school uniforms are the traditional dress of the Russian people. I had no idea. And I had no idea a detective could get something so wrong. I took a photograph of the victim in the message, that I might analyze it for possible hidden details. Hold on a minute. If you only know a smattering of Japanese, how are they communicating? Do we just know English in this? This was taken immediately after the young man was discovered, before the body was removed. He'd already been taken away when I woke up. This is the first time I've actually seen him like this. Are you alright, Mr. Naruhodo? Yes, thank you. Can I ask you something, Mr. Shelms? What, pray? You mentioned Russia before as well, didn't you? You know, when you said I was a fearsome revolutionary fleeing from Russia and all that. Ah, yes, the train of reasoning that led me to the truth. Would you mind explaining that train of reasoning to me, do you think? What the fuck does that mean? How many times I'm not Russian and I don't speak Russian? Can we talk about your deduction before the things you concluded about me, I mean? Oh, the now famously accurate troubling predicament you find yourself in. Actually, it was the other details that I was hoping to discuss. You know, the merciless Russian revolutionary, an assassin of 16 part. Oh yes, the more sordid details. It was a fairly commonplace deduction. Here we have this morning's paper. The main headline reads, Revolutionary villain Bolshevik flees Russia via Shanghai. Oh, I don't think you can go from Russia to Shanghai on a boat that's headed to England, because, you know, it's headed to England. No stops. It sounds like Mr. Shelms has concluded he was Russian because of what Kazuma-sama wrote on the floor. It was a simple act of reasoning to realize that the culprit of this crime was the same merciless revolutionary. He's a very strong swimmer. One who had killed the very man who helped him to escape after his true identity was discovered. Yes, you, villain I hate this place. Just look at his seriously, look at his fucking face. You're supposed to be the smart one here. Well, you are a fearsome revolutionary after all. No, that's not how... You have no doubt learnt to revolutionize your appearance as well. You can't. It doesn't exist. You can use magic. Is there magic in this realm? Your name does not appear on the ship's passenger list. Need I say more? Well, yes, you do, actually. You need to say a lot more. That's because I'm a stowaway, you dipshit, yes. What about the other details? The 16 victims of assassination and blowing up the Crystal Tower? What even is the Crystal Tower? That isn't even a thing. The journalist clearly interviewed the man and printed all those particulars in the article. The deeds the man has perpetrated thus far and those he is plotting. Yes, everything about this revolutionary Bolshevik was included. There could be no mistake. Do revolutionaries usually agree to interviews with... No. No, they don't. Yeah. And what about the part where you said I was just returning from Afghanistan? Also quite clearly stated here in the article. Bolshevik is recently returned after a period of subversive activities in a war-torn region of Afghanistan. Where even is it anyway? This Afghanistan place. I thought you were in college. Apparently not. Here, take the paper for yourself, as a little memento of this great deduction. Oh, thank you. I've absorbed all of it. I don't like it here. I don't want to be here anymore. And you may find the article of the back page of interest as well. On the back. Cast your eye over it sometime if the interest takes you, though you may need someone to interpret. It's all written in Russian. I couldn't hope to read it. But I suppose it wouldn't hurt just to glance. Wait, so he thinks that we're Russian, he thinks we speak Russian, he thinks that we can read Russian, but then he gives us a paper with Russian written on the back of it, and then says, hey, you need someone to read this for you because... Just because. And you can't... Your brain just can't connect those two pieces together that maybe... you just can't do it. Maybe you're not Russian. Have you thought of that? I hate these. Do you have somewhere to go? As it happens, the victim's writings in his diary have piqued my interest. But you can't fucking read it. You just said you can't fucking read it either. And if I'm still too long, the seasickness takes hold. Good. I'd rather you just vomit. You're thinking of investigating the cabin next door that the ventilator connects to. Great detectives are a curious breed. Our minds rebel at stagnation. We crave mental exaltation, but... if you can't do it right, don't bother. So yes, I intend to investigate, hence the truth will become clear soon enough. Do you think perhaps that we could go with you? No, that would be somewhat complicated. How? How? A simple glance at your wrist should reveal... They're not shackled to my fucking legs! They're shackled to my wrists! I can still move! I've been moving this entire time! You're fucking daft! Who cares? If people trust you, you can just say that you're keeping track of me. Whatever do you mean? I have no recollection of naming you as the culprit at any point. Then why the fuck am I here? I hate this. Do people find this series entertaining? This is fucking aggravating. I feel like I'm playing Final Fantasy X all over again. Oh. I need alcohol. Oh, God, it won't open. Open! I want to drink you! Oh, you piece of garbage. Okay, well, I guess I'm not drinking either. Great. I wouldn't have said you have the face of a criminal, you know. Not really. So what, were you looking at my knees before some great detective you are? Maybe he's into knees. Some people are into weird shit. Well, anyway, that was then and this is now. What do you mean? What I mean, sir, is this. If you're the culprit, then you must play the part more convincingly, roll over and accept your fate. Now he's just being plain rude, yeah. And off he goes, having just laughed in my face. His sense of humour's as twisted as his name. I hate this. Okay. Open up, I want to drink you the vampires outside my bedroom door. Just put some salt in front of the door, they can't enter. And besides, you have to, yeah, you do have to say, yeah, come in, but, you know. Drink some holy water beforehand, if you do. Invite them in. We must go and investigate the cabin next door as well. Aren't you forgetting something? What about these? There's no way I... You... Stupid cunt. Spent his dying moment struggling to leave us a clue. You're willing to give up? You're just going to roll over and accept your fate. As if you gave me any choice. Right? You've been a cunt this entire time. I think we still have some investigation to finish off in here first, don't we? No, I don't think we do. The situation doesn't look good for me, but there are still things I can do to help myself. And I owe it to Kazuma to do everything I can to find a way out of this, and bring the real culprit to justice. Wait, I wasn't trying to look at that. I wasn't looking at the travelling case, I was trying to look at the inkwell. What do you mean? Well, that's actually how I stowed away on this vessel. I was brought on board inside that case. Oh yes, I see it says this way up in Japanese. Which in hindsight, I should have realised the foreign crewmen wouldn't be able to read. I was turned over and over and over, and then I was tossed on the floor in here. Oh dear, being a stowaway isn't as romantic as it sounds. Well, it was less painful than a Susato takedown. Also, hello, welcome in. So, in the original storyline, like I mentioned, is that there was a venomous snake that the person in the cabin next door would slip in through here to kill off the woman that was staying in this room, in the original story at least. But, I mean, for the most part, the story description of the room is pretty much the same. We have a bell by the bed, air vent, this bolt had been firmly closed. It's quite a small bolt, and not particularly sturdy, and it just slides across to secure the door shut. But still, with the door bolted, there would be no way to get in or out of the cabin, that's for sure. You only played one Ace Attorney and it was okay. A little brutal. Brutal in, like, the murders, or do you mean, like, brutal in a different aspect? I remember reading once in a detective novel, the culprit used a needle and thread to draw a bolt across from outside the room in a situation like this. Yes, that's a clever trick, isn't it? I'm an avid reader of detective stories myself. But the door of this cabin and its frame are made of metal, and they seal together perfectly. There would be no possibility of using that needle and thread trick here, I'm afraid. When she glares at me like that, I feel pins and needles all up and down my spine. Oh. Where'd you come from? The crewman? Do you mean... He wasn't there before, was he? That's what I thought. That was a weird noise. Why don't we try to talk to them? Okay. Is that... something wrong, Naruhodo-san? Oh no, it's just that crewman standing by the door. I can't help feeling like I've seen him somewhere before. Oh yes, you're right, he does look familiar. Excuse me, sir? Yes, what can I do for you? Why? Why are you here? Why are you here? No, it can be. He's spreading tuberculosis on the fucking boat now. Are you kidding me? We're all going to die. Everyone's dead. Who cares? I don't care what happens to me at this point. I hate you. I hate you. I think that should be my line. I was so stunned when I saw you. My heart stopped. It nearly stopped, I hope. I hope it actually did stop. I'd rather not you be alive anymore. I received some special orders to go undercover as a member of the crew and board the ship. Again? Oh shit, I didn't even see it pop up. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, that's what it was. I'll allow it. There we go. You certainly seem to enjoy undercover work, Inspector. If there's anything I can do to help you, please ask. I never expected to see this man on board. But perhaps his presence can help me out of this hopeless situation. I think he's going to be the only saving grace at this fucking point because he knows that you're a good man. I hope. Now that I think about it, I'm questioning that. Hold on, can I change? Go on. Move here. Move here. Yes. Continue. Okay, we're good now. So what are your special orders this time, Inspector? Yes, and why are you dressed as a member of the crew? I'm so sorry. This is all my fault. I take full responsibility. What do you mean? My orders were to act as Asogi-san's bodyguard. Okay. It was Minister of Justice Jigoku who pushed for this overseas study tour to go ahead. and he entrusted me with ensuring that Asogi-san reached Great Britain without being assassinated. Why would he be assassinated? But these are complicated times. There are tensions between the world's greatest powers. Yeah, I don't like it. Minister Jigoku said we should be prepared for all eventualities. Does it have something to do with a thief bitch? I don't believe it. Kazuma-sama was assassinated? Obviously, we couldn't give Asogi-san a visible security escort. Which is why I'm undercover now, posing as one of the crew. I see. And I didn't take my eyes off him the entire time we've been on board, from morning until night, every day. But I never imagined it would happen here, inside his own cabin. Not here on the first-class deck. I failed miserably at my assignment, and Asogi-san is dead as a result. I'm a disgrace, yes you is. All I can do is humbly apologize, because you are a disgrace. You killed the one character I actually cared about. It's all your fault. So if there's anything at all that I can do to help now, just say the word. We're doing what we can to investigate Kazuma's death ourselves. I thought you might be. You didn't do it, did you? You're not the killer? Of course not. We'd really like to investigate the cabin next door. Yes, so we need to be allowed out of this cabin. I'm sorry. What? You've been deemed a risk to the shape's safety, of course. If you move to even touch the handle of the cabin door, that stormy-looking seaman there would surely snap your neck in two. I suppose I'm not just a stowaway now. They think I'm a murderer as well. Would it be possible to give me something to work with, do you think? I'm going to need something persuasive. What do you mean? If I had a solid reason why the next door cabin should be investigated, for example, I'd do everything I could to persuade the captain to allow it. Really, I'd lay my life on the line if I had to. Well, I don't see how. What do you mean? We have his fucking journal. Oh, for fuck's sake, you don't need to tutorial me right now. I know how to do this. I don't need a tutorial. Stop talking. Stop talking. Stop talking. Shut up. But you're not giving me the option. Present. That's not presenting. There's no present button. Oh, use it from here. Oh, there we go. What's that? It's Kazuma's diary. Just before he died, Kazuma-sama wrote something rather strange in his diary. Strange? In what way? He wrote, what looks like some kind of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill. A speckled band? That is strange. Yes, we're still trying to work out what he meant by that, but what I'd like to know is... Don't tell me. The ventilator, is it? You're very astute, Inspector. That ventilator clearly joins to the next door cabin. That's right. So if we could investigate in there, we might be able to work out what the speckled band was. Alright then. I can't leave this cabin at the moment. I'm stuck here until we arrive at the next port. The captain has given me strict orders to guard the scene of the crime, you see. I'll have to entrust the investigation to you. Really? You're willing to do that? Yes, as long as you don't leave the first-class cabin area. I'm afraid I can't remove those handcuffs, though. But what about the captain? Aren't you going against his direct orders? I don't think he cares. He doesn't have that much time to live. I'm a man of my word. And I promise you that I'll lay my life on the line if that's what it takes to convince the captain. After all, I failed to keep Asogi-san safe. This is the least I can do. Thank you. Let's seize the moment then, Naruhodo-san. Just, okay, yeah, okay, yes. Stop talking. What is that? I'm finally out of that cabin. I have to admit, this isn't quite what I was expecting. It's less spacious out here than I thought it would be, and this is the most luxurious accommodation. Yes, indeed. Kazuma-sama was being sent on his study tour by the government. That's why he was being put up in a first-class cabin. Even still, this is about twice as large as my accommodation in steerage. Really? That must be awful. Oh, look over there. There's another crewman keeping watch, and he looks enormous. Even if he is sitting down. The door next to him leads to the second-class accommodation. I suppose he's making sure that no one comes in here who shouldn't. I suppose. Like people in handcuffs. You look like a little boy visiting a toy shop for the first time. What the fuck does that even mean? I would have thought you'd be used to the shit by now, but you've been at sea for 2 weeks already. Well, yes, I know, but the thing is, I was inside Kazuma's trunk when I first came aboard. And ever since then, I've been shut up inside that little wardrobe. It must have been a very trying time for you. Please, don't give me that pitying look. I already know you give two shits anyways. That looks like the ship's log. Yes. The writing is so neat and precise. Every detail about the voyage has been meticulously recorded. You wouldn't expect a rough and ready sailor to have such beautiful handwriting. And nothing. No reaction at all. I thought he might appreciate the compliment. I'm not sure that rough and ready is much of a compliment, Naruhodo. Even to a sailor, okay, but... Last night's log is mostly blank. Presumably that means there was nothing to report. Excuse me, but could I ask you something? You little stowaway murderer. That wasn't a good start, was it? Alright, let me try instead. Good day, Mr. Sailor. I'm so sorry to trouble you, but could I perhaps ask something of you? You little third-class lady's maid. Oh. We seem to have caught the sailor on a bad day, Susato-san. I am not sailor. My mother gave me name. I am senior crewman Biff Stroganov. Very original. The best thing is to just avoid eye contact, I think. Mr. Stroganov, about this first-class cabin area. Here we are on the finest part of Burya steamship for very important persons. What sort of very important persons? Government officials, kings and queens travelling in secret, many important persons. That is why I am always guarding this place. Gosh, that's amazing. Well, somehow I let stupid stowaway inside. I want to pick you up and throw you in the ocean, but Stroganoff is not animal. Thank you. Good reaction, thank you. If I may, I was wondering, is the cabin next to Mr. Isogi's currently occupied? Duh. Susato-san, did you understand that? It sounded like da. I think it's probably Russian for yes. Oh no. It is not permitted to visit other cabins without invitation. Well, it sounds like there is somebody in the next door cabin at least. Yes, it's tantalizing. Could you tell us who's travelling in the cabin next to Mr. Isogi's? His name is Mr. Grimsby Roylott. He is a very important Western gentleman. A Western gentleman? Do not think about it, he has nothing to do with murder of student boy. How can you be so sure about that? Mr. Roylott is authentic Western gentleman. Such a man would have no interest in lowly student from insignificant Far East Islands. That was harsh. Could you tell us when Mr. Roylott came aboard? That is not your business. Come to think of it, even though we've been at sea for 2 weeks now, and I've been in Kazuma's cabin the entire time, I've never once heard anything from the next door cabin, or even felt like there's anyone there. Well, presumably, since this gentleman is occupying one of the first-class cabins, he must be rather important. Is that right? That is not your business. Are you on watch here all the time, Seaman Stroganoff? Duh, all the time. So criminals like you cannot come in or get out. I wonder, could you tell us something about last night at all? It is sad about Student Boy. Were you on watch last night as well? Of course. And did you notice anything at the time? Anything unusual? What? Susato-san, did you understand that? Of course not. Why do you keep asking her? It was clearly a no. I saw nothing unusual, nothing at all. And you didn't hear any strange noises, or sense anything was wrong in some way? I said no. Sorry. Not so sure. Oh, it does? See, I don't look at that stuff. It looked like it just said head, and that was it. So that was niet. Okay. I've heard it before. This is enough, I cannot say more now. No. It is time for me to report to Captain. You must return to cabin. Yes, alright. Bulkhead to second class area is staying locked at all times. You escape when the lobster whistles on top of the mountain, or as English say, when the pigs fly. Yes, I understand. Good. Now we can investigate this area properly, shall we? That book on top of it, but yeah, I already looked at this, there should have been a red mark. But there's nothing different, is there? Oh, we took it this time. Oh, maybe not, actually. Still the same. That's the way to the second-class area of the ship. I've never seen a ship that has first class walking through second class. Usually they keep them completely separate. I was thinking about making a run for it, just for a moment. Things aren't exactly going well for me. I might be wrong, but I imagine the moment you reach for the handle of the door, that burly seaman would surely shoot you dead. Oh dear, I'm sorry. Perhaps I went a little too far there. No, I started it with my talk of running away. And there's no way I could run away while Kazuma's death remains a mystery anyway. It shows each deck. Look. Okay, the Buria is a large-scale steamship with a triple-skinned hull. Well, it's been playing on my mind for a while now, actually, but how is it that such a huge lump of metal doesn't sink to the bottom of the ocean? I swear. He was in high school. He's currently in university. And he doesn't know basic science. Consider the Japanese archipelago. Okay, where are you going with this? The islands of Japan? What does that have to do with a boat staying afloat? They're not metal, but they're enormous lumps of earth, many, many times larger than this ship. And they don't sink, do they? They've been floating happily on the sea since the gods grew. You poor, poor daft woman. They don't float. They don't. That's not how archipelagos work. I hate this realm. Everybody here is stupidly daft. What do you think this is? It's a very pleasing shape, isn't it? That's the emergency alarm. It's probably best not to touch it. Oh, an alarm. It says press only in times of emergency. It looks as though it sets alarm bells ringing all over the ship and brings the vessel to a complete stop. Oh, this I have to see. Yeah. Okay, touch the button. I hate this. That looks like a smoke bomb. That does not look like a style of mouse trap that I've seen ever. Even in my time frame. Yes, we have plenty of those back home in Japan. Although they seem to be using a lump of chalk or something as bait. Let me see. Yes, I think that's what is called cheese. It's made from the milk of cow. You've never seen cheese before. Oh, this is before they actually had cheese. And now they put it on everything. I mean, you could say it's a shortened mousetrap, but at the same time, they aren't. So the ones in my realm, they don't really have anything like this. Like, there's something kind of like it, but it's a bit longer, smaller. But then they have another one that was very popular, which was a bullet. Like, you just put a little piece of thing on a thing, and then it pushes it down, and it shoots it. You weren't actually going to try it, were you? All I've had to eat for the past couple of weeks is Kazuma's leftovers. You don't know how hungry I've been in that wardrobe. I'll find a little snack for you later. Am I missing anything? That's basically it. Can I go in here now? This is the cabin next to ours. The one the ventilator connects to. Can we go inside? Can we knock on the door? Can we do anything? Maybe who's it that in this cabin can help solve the particular mystery? Let's ask. Yeah, there's nobody there. We're out of luck, it seems. There's no one in there to help with our inquiries. How annoying. Ah! What was that? It came from inside the cabin. Such a high-pitched scream. It must have been a woman. Stand aside. I'm about to break the... Where the fuck did you come from? I shan't be stopped. When the fit is on me, I revel in kicking doors off their hinges. Please, wait, Mr. Sholmes. The door doesn't appear to be bolted. It doesn't? Then how the deuce can I dispatch this muscular urge? What, pray, can I kick? I think we should go in. There's no time to think about stress relief. Yeah. Who are you? A Western gentleman. This looks Russian to me. We heard a woman scream. A woman? Don't be absurd. As you can see, there's nobody but me in this cabin. True, this old man does appear to be the only person in here. But in that case, who just screamed? Get out, all of you, now. Please excuse the intrusion, but... You're Mr. Grimsby Roylott, I believe. Yes, that's me. And you are? I'm the one and only, the actual Sherlock Holmes. You've heard of me, no doubt. No. I'm a great detective among great detectives. One who adorns the covers of popular magazines, no less. So I assure you, you must trust me completely. You're a mentally ill man who believes that he's a fictional character. A detective? I do not trust detectives. We've distinctly heard a scream emanating from within these walls. There wouldn't appear to be a lady concealing herself within the wardrobe this time. So might I be so bold as to ask you to open that small traveling case? What? I mean, you could cut the limbs off, cut it at the joint, and it might fit half of it, not the full body. Hey, yo. There's no doubt about it. This strange Russian man is hiding something. I couldn't agree more. Let's see if we can find some clues before that burly sailor returns. He has a weapon, and we're just gonna... stay here? We're just gonna stay here. Okay. What are you doing? Okay, I'm so done with these people. What do you think you're doing? This is my cabin, get out. Can we just have a quick look inside your traveling case, perhaps? No. What a pity. I think we're out of luck. I think you're right. There doesn't appear to be anything more we can do. I agree. But there may be someone else who can help. Perhaps that great detective could get somewhere with Mr. Roylott. Do you have a moment, please, Mr. Sholmes? You need only address me as Sholmes. That's what I just did, isn't it? Well, Mr. Sholmes, what were you doing in there? I was resting, of course. I was contemplating our sea voyage from the confines of the wardrobe whilst waiting. Waiting for the inevitable time that you would need to call my great powers of deduction into service. I really don't want to. I have better deduction than you do so far. And it would seem that the hour is upon us now. The time has come. Am I mistaken? Well, no, actually. You're spot on for once. Observe closely. Our Russian host in this cabin, Mr. Roylott, is clearly trying to hide something. And do you know what is the most effective weapon to use against a Russian hiding a secret? Why? The truth, of course. I don't like the people in this realm. They're all stupid. They're way too stupid. Though it should be pointed out that such methods are not exclusively for the Russians. Right. Can you imagine how the Russian will react when the secret he guards so closely is exposed? Would you like to witness it? Oh yes, please. Well then, what you are about to see may well astound you. For I am about to apply my great detective's greatly admired great deduction to the case. Could this be in... I hate this. Yes! Yes, it would! And everybody would be doing so much better for it. Could this man be a more hackneyed portrayal of a dubious Russian, I ask you? What? Good reaction. From time to time it occurs to me. God, just stab this man, please. Do us all a favour. Is the fellow dubious on account of his Russianness, or Russian on account of his dubiousness? Did you just hear yourself? I don't really think either of those things should be occurring to you, or anyone. It feels a bit... I don't know... racist? I know this man's beard and dark glasses are hard to ignore, especially on first meeting, but I once read, it is a capital mistake to theorize before you have all of the evidence. It biases the judgment. Shh. I must have complete silence. What are you doing? Why are you peering at my face like that? Ah, just as I thought. Yes, I have quite made up my mind now. There could be no other explanation that accommodates all the facts. Mr. Roylott, I have reached two incontrovertible conclusions. What do you mean? Number one, your true identity is that of a villain. Using those shears, you are about to end the existence of something most dear. Or you're not. And number two, the other conclusion I have drawn. You are, at this very moment no less, in the midst of committing a most grievous crime. Yeah, he's about to stab you. Beneath that beard, your mouth quivers with nervous tension as you realise that you've been discovered. No, that's not what I'm saying. Oh, not a herder, son. I never imagined I would witness one of Mr. Sholmes's great deductions with my own eyes. That was a great deduction? Good question. Nothing can deceive Mr. Sholmes. In a single glance, he can deduce all there is to know about a person. What? What ineffable twaddle! Oh yes, I've read about it countless times in the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. And now I've experienced the astonishing impact of his great deduction firsthand. This is like a dream come true. I can hardly believe it, but all the colour has drained from Mr. Roylott's face. It looks like somehow both of Mr. Sholmes' conclusions were right. How could you? How could I possibly know such things, you wish to say? Very well then. I shall elucidate. I shall explain how it was that I arrived at this pair of conclusions. I hate this. So do I cordially invite you upon a journey of logical discovery? Let us board the train of reasoning. Put plainly, let us work through my deductions together. I hate this. I hate this. Now you're making fun of a classic novel. So, the dubious-looking Russian Mr. Roylott, obviously what catches the eye in the first place, is the enormous pair of shears in your hand. Not the newspaper in your fucking pocket? Come on. Now we ask ourselves, what could you possibly want with such an implement? The answer, of course, is staring us in the face. You were on the verge of using the shears to cut away the copious beard you sport. Now moving on. The question then begs is this. Why would you decide to rid yourself of this magnificent beard, Mr. Roylott? Once again, the answer is plain. We have clear evidence to shed light on the matter. Regard, if you will, this morning's newspaper, in particular the fascinating front page article, which it would appear you have read also, Mr. Roylott. I'm sure it needs no further clarification. The evidence that reveals your true identity is the article about the revolutionary. The face is entirely different. Is there magic in this realm? In translation, the headline reads, Revolutionary villain, Bolshevik flees Russia via Shanghai. Bollocks, I hate this. As you cannot fail to observe, the subject of the article possesses an extremely copious beard, which looks completely different from yours. Having noted the article yourself, you decided to remove your incriminating facial hair before it gave you away. Probably to get rid of it because he did kinda have the same beard, and to prevent this type of situation from happening. In short, your true identity is beyond doubt. You are the fearsome Russian revolutionary himself, villain Bolshevik. Not that I have heard of you myself, you understand. Yeah, you dumb. Now, as for my second conclusion, you are at this very moment on the brink of committing a most grievous crime. And the proof of his crime, over there. Oh yes, Mr. Roylott. Taken unawares, people have a propensity to let their eyes stray, you see. And I assure you, the eyes speak so much more eloquently and honestly than the mouth. The answer we seek lies where the furtive glance falls. The proof of your crime sits before our very eyes. Yes, that travelling case. In this realm? Do they have access to this magic? Because if they do, I could see maybe somebody changing their appearance. What could you possibly be concealing inside, we ask? By my estimation, a young lady, perhaps. What? You are so dumb. You're dumb. You're all dumb. And what, pray, would be the identity of this young lady in the travelling case? Dear me, we are not well suited to a life of crime, are we? You careless coup de... I don't know how to pronounce that. I never heard that word before. betrays you. Once again, we need only follow your furtive glance to find the answer. Yes, the reason you refuse to open your travelling case can equally be found in the pages of the newspaper. But there's another most stimulating article. If we turn from the fleeing revolutionary to the back page. Renowned prima ballerina of the Novich Ballet disappears from Shanghai. Such a headline can lead us to but one conclusion. Your crime is that of abduction. And according to the article, the young lady's name is Nikolina Pavlova. I'm sorry, but did you not think that maybe you're just reading too much into it? It thus concludes Sherlock Holmes' great deduction of the Russian enigma, Eleminsky. That wasn't one of the great deductions I've been hearing so much about, was it? Well, the stories are full of Mr. Sholmes' brilliant deductions, you know. But that did seem a little different somehow. Excuse me, Mr. Sholmes, could you come over here for a moment? Pray, what can I do for you? It's about your deductions. Would you mind? Not at all, go on. Well, to start with, there's the newspaper article. I think we had the same discussion before, but these two men look nothing like each other. Oh yes, I recall our discussion earlier. And at the time, I believe I told you that the man is a revolutionary. Well, able to revolutionize his own appearance, that's not how... In fairness to Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Roylott does look a lot more like this man than you do. That's not the point. And another thing, the part about him abducting the ballerina. Indeed, a truly startling revelation. At first glance, the case would appear too small to accommodate a young woman. Not just at first glance, it is too small, clearly. You'd be lucky to fit a 5-year-old child into that case. Even if you pushed really hard. I don't suppose the missing ballerina is a 5-year-old child, is she? You mean you don't know? No, the young lady is 15. No, I didn't know. How could I? Probably by reading that newspaper, but... Oh wait, we can't read the newspaper. Well, if she's 15, then 10 years worth of her would be poking up from the case. Some years ago, I read something pertinent, I believe. A troop of men consuming vinegar daily in order to promote a certain liveliness in their bodies. About that. Vinegar. For such a sour bunch, it would surely be simplicity itself to contort oneself into the confines of that small case. Okay. Since when I've never heard of drinking vinegar to be life. I'm quite light as it is. I just do stretches every day. It's yoga. That's all it is. It's just yoga. Oh dear, you might be thinking of contortionists in the circus, Mr. Sholmes. Mr. Naruhodo, something's occurred to me about Mr. Sholmes' deductions just now. I think his powers of observation are well... I hate you. I want you to die first. It's just where he directs his attention and his logic that seem a little off. No, that's not how that works. Your idea of a little may be a little off in itself, Miss Husato. It's just one or two key words in his deductions that seem to let him down. So I was wondering if we might perhaps tactfully switch them for alternatives. What do you think? Switch some key words in his deductions? Yes, but very tactfully. I feel sure we could do that. We'd unlock the true genius, Mr. Sholmes' great deduction. Precisely the thought that was going through my own mind. This man is a lot of work. Yeah, he is. At times, I wonder how anyone puts up with me. Well, one thing's for sure, he is very much like the original Sherlock Holmes. Pretty sure that he's also autistic. Take a moment to look at your wrists. Why my wrists? What the hell? What? I mean, Reddit does suck. It's terrible. Huh, how did you? I felt they may hinder your ability to follow me in our dance of deduction. I don't believe it. Mr. Sholmes, you are a marvel. And don't worry, I shall restore the shackles to your wrists when we are finished. I'm not worried, in fact I'd rather stay like this. So let us begin. Sherlock Holmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular. Am I playing? So I'm the Watson in this situation. I'm literally playing as Watson in the situation. Okay. I'm not sure. Would you really use shears like that to cut off a bit?